Okay. Okay. Why would you not? I don't. It doesn't make sense in my mind. Why wouldn't you want to try to go as hard as you could on every set that you do, every chance you get? Like, it's not really freaking often where I think about leaving something in the tank and have that be a positive scenario. You can always go harder, but I think that was pretty satisfactory based on my own personal fucking, I don't know, guidelines. Whatever. Basic gist that I'm trying to say in like an unnecessarily complicated way is, you know, if you push yourself hard. And you should be able to catch yourself if you're not, you know, pushing yourself up to that expectation. But the lame lifter will at least be able to catch himself and say, what the heck was that? And then go harder for the rest of the lift. The last thing you want to do is do a BS lift in its totality. Have a crappy pump, probably be in a crappy mood. I mean, come on. You made it all the way to the gym from your house, right? You kind of, it feels weird not to go hard. Sometimes I feel like you kind of have to take a step back and realize there's different ways to do this shit. And you, specifically, you need to try to figure out what's going to work best.
You must try things that may not work. And you must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. Your only limit is your soul. What I say is true. Anyone can cook, but only the fearless can be great.
Because I'm not a power lifter, but mass moves mass. A big muscle is a strong muscle. Across any style of training, the harder you go, the better results you'll get. It's not that complicated. That's how your training should be. So intense that you pretty much get as much as you can out of every lift, but not going for so much weight that you fucking rip your quads off. You can cut down a tree with an axe, with a saw, with a chainsaw, whatever. As long as you got some power behind it, it's gonna come down. Now there's quicker ways to do it, and you can kind of tailor it to yourself, but for the most part, you'll never go hard. No, you'll never go wrong going hard. For me, it's always been a bit easier to kind of cut back on, let's just say, social extracurriculars, to get technical. You know, me and my brother, we've kind of got this friend group from high school. You know, we'll all kind of come over, hang out, whatever. And like, they'll go out to this one bar in town, and I'm like, shit, man, I gotta stay home and eat. Like, I don't have a problem being kind of reclusive like that. Like, not that I'm not social, but, you know, I got my own shit to do sometimes.
These are the years when a man changes into the man he's going to become the rest of his life. Just be careful who you change into. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
What if I'm not powerful enough?
I don't know the answer. Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel. But if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place.
Probably the majority of you guys are in school of some sort, either college or high school. Make sure to balance that shit out. I mean, some of this shit, it just makes sense to you. Like, in all aspects of lifting. You know, we've kind of grown up with some of this shit as kids, you know. You gotta drink your milk so you'll grow big and strong. Eat your vegetables, because you'll get your, you know, take your fucking Flintstones, because vitamins are good for you. You know, go outside and get your 1 hour of play. You guys remember that shit? The current state of youth today, I think they could use a few hours of play, if we're being real. Alright, so like I was saying, I'll see you next time. Unspoken benefit of going to the gym on a consistent basis is you kind of get acclimated to this one set of regulars who you see, you know, for a while, and I think you definitely have something to gain by chatting with them. Now, I guess that's not that's only a piece of advice for you if you're a little bit potentially anxious about going up and talking to somebody. I've kind of felt that before. This is kind of reminding me of one gym I went to in Florida, and you know, I show up, and of course I'm just like a random dude because I'm on vacation. There's a whole crew of, you know, guys actually talking to each other. So I'm fucking like, you know, I'm looking around all serious. You know, I'm trying to like be tough or whatever. And then as soon as one guy came up and like talked to me, this is a while ago. This wasn't like, holy crap, I've seen you. Like, this was just a normal dude asking me like a normal gym question. And as soon as me and him started talking, all of that, like, you know, masculine whatever tension that we kind of had built up, because like, you know, I'd look at them and they'd look back at me, and we kind of like no smiling, you know what I'm talking about, when you kind of like eye somebody up. But then as soon as we started chatting, boom, that whole little crew, we're fucking talking, and it's great, freaking great. You know, I'm here to train for sure. Goal number one, priority number one, is get in the gym and do my lift, solid pump, stimulate whatever muscle I'm aiming for, so I can put some more beef on my frame. But, you know, once that's done, if everybody was in there, I could sit in the gym for another 2 hours. Especially this one, because it's got a little bit of a snack bar. So I could just be like, oh, God, guys, I'm getting kind of freaking hungry. I'm going to go up, grab 2 Quest bars, and then come back down. It's just fun in there. Solid-ass social hour for sure.